Today I'm going to be learning a bit more about music in Australia by looking at Australia's top 5 songs every year from 1970 to 1989. So I know that those 2 decades were excellent for producing music in Australia. There was a lot of great rock music and I've listened to a lot of it before, but the top 5 songs from each year, this should be a good rundown. Tell me what your favourite year was, what your favourite decade out the 70s and 80s was and why. But hoping to learn about some songs that I never knew before, enjoy some of them. Let's watch and learn. Yeah, tell me what that was. Is that from some sort of TV show in the 70s or 80s? Some sort of music show or something like that? When the winter's here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle with you now, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. I mean, I know they're all not not Australian, but 1 year producing some of the most iconic songs ever, man. That is quite a fantastic year. I guess these are it's going to be a mixture of international songs. Hopefully we'll see some good Aussie songs as well, but also iconic songs, man. 1971. International Airport. Yeah, this one I'd never heard before. Where the big jet engines roar. Riding along on the pushback, honey, when I know this is you. I've never seen this group before, the Mom and Dads. I guess American because of the spelling, but they look quite wholesome. I want to know more about this band. But yeah, going from 1970 where I heard all of those songs, I hadn't heard any of those songs in 1971. So this should be quite interesting. This one I heard. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. I've heard that song. I never knew who it was. Popcorn Hot Butter. Tell me more about the Osmonds, your opinion on them. That was someone my gran used to listen to, man. I remember hearing that when I was younger. Obviously I'm not a fan of it, but tell me what you think. Were they big in Australia? He is my everything and I am proud of the heaven of my woman's love. Seasons in the sun. I heard my mama cry. I heard her pray the night Chicago died. Evie, let your hair hang down. Evie, Billy, don't be a hero. Don't be a fool with your life. Yes, I love my girl. Yes, I want my girl. Alvin Stardust, tell me more about this guy. That looks like a kind of Elvis tribute, man. I'm guessing that's probably going to be a little bit offensive. I'm sure he's a star in his own right, but the look and all that, was that just a fashionable look at that time? Again, I feel like a lot of these are American. I don't even know if any of these have been Australian so far. Tell me, if you were around about at these times, were these were these songs you enjoyed? Right there on my TV, shocking me right out of my brain. Summer love is like no other love. You missed the boat, I caught you out. How's that? Dancing queen, vis-a-vis from the tambourine.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go.
If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando.
Like ABBA really dominated everywhere in that time. But you see, like Queen, Elton John so far, like some British artists, like who have been the biggest British artists in Australia? Who's your favourite? Who's like had the most impact on the music scene there, would you say?
But I just don't wanna know, 'cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. Scream my heart out, but I love me. That's rock and roll. I just wanna be your everything.
Ooh na na, hiya. Ooh na, hiya, hiya.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you. I want my baby back. Staying alive, staying alive. By the rivers of there we sat down. All of Kintyre, oh, mist rolling in. You're the one that I want. Honey, the one that I want.
Yeah, I didn't actually know before I started this channel. I actually never realised Olivia Newton-John was Australian. Obviously, when I watched one of the first songs about Australian music, that's when people told me. Like, how proud are Australians of Olivia Newton-John, man? She was like such a superstar for so long as well. Seemed like any interviews I've seen of her, she seems like such a nice person as well. I guess that's kind of applicable to all Australian celebrities. Is there any Australian celebrities you think are like not nice or don't have good personalities, anything like that? I've not found any yet.
To be alive, to be alive, to be alive. I know I've got the fever, but I don't know why. Some say they will and
I
some
don't know why this guy's face looks so funny, man. Oh yeah, man, that was a good song actually, this one.
soon turned out, had a heart of glass. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Ooh, baby, lay your love on me. Ooh, baby, let your love go free.
Was this like a kind of dance move of this year that people did? Is this like... Tell me more about that if you know of what this thing was.
I'm special, so special.
We don't need no education.
I don't know why sometimes I get frightened.
It's like mad, like as soon as it turned to 1980, it seems like the music just changed so suddenly. Like every year up until then had kind of that rock music that was quite similar. Obviously there's a few different things in there like the disco and so on, but this, like, you can actually hear the 80s already straight away, like that sort of sound that was created during that time period. The faster rock music.
I'm sorry that I made you cry. Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. There ain't no place I'd rather be. La-da-da-da, 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 la-da-da-da. Starring in a room, late show.
Australiana?
He said, yeah, and Veggie might come too.
Veggie? What did he say?
It sounds great. Will Wallaby there?
The Wallaby there.
He said, yeah, and Veggie might come too.
What is this? Tell me more about this. Like, is that some sort of like early rap music from Australia? Like he's talking about Vegemites, Wallabies. I need to know more about this. Australiana, ostentatious. Ostentatious, the name as well. Brilliant. Not a number one Australiana. Oh, that's the number one song. But like, yeah, apart from that, the 4 songs preceding that, Gloria, Flashdance, Billie Jean, and what was the other one? Another one, but like some iconic songs again, like some songs that have like stood the test of time worldwide. And this was the number one song. I've not heard it. I need to hear more from this. What is it?
He said, yeah, and Veggie might come too.
That's good writing. George Michael, 2 of the top 5 songs in 1984. This song is my 5-year-old son's favourite song at the moment, man. He always asks to watch
Pakistan
it.
team would have been absolutely bricks this morning, I'd say.
What is this as well, man? It's not just cricket, the 12th man. Is this for some sort of like Cricket World Cup or maybe some sort of anthem for it? Again, the Australian ones in these last 2 are like very, very Australian, man, stereotypically almost. But tell me what this is. Sandwiched again by 2 iconic songs. Well, Madonna really took over this year, and it's funny we've seen like 2 songs like Don't Cry For Me Argentina and American Pie that she ended up covering later in her career. She dominated this year clearly. I didn't like Samantha Fox was like a bit before my time, but I hear of her and like I don't know if she was started as like a glamour model or something like that, but I know she's British and I think she was like a big pop star in the 80s, but I would never realise that she would have made it to Australia as well. Was she like a one-hit wonder or something like that? And yeah, Bananarama, tell me more about them. Like them being British, I quite like their story. I watched a documentary on them recently and I didn't realise how popular they were in the 80s. A lot of huge songs that they created. Yeah, they clearly had some impact in Australia as well. Tell me if you were a fan. Yeah, tell me about Kylie Minogue again, like going from being in Neighbours, just like a TV actress, to being like one of the biggest pop stars probably ever, man, at least of the last couple decades. Last 3 or 4 decades, I guess it would be now, man. Such a long time, so much consistency. How's she thought of in Australia? Because I feel like she's just been so huge in the UK for that whole time. I guess one of the biggest pop music exports from Australia. Would you agree?
Dreaming's all I do. If only they come true. I should be so lucky. Out of my dreams, see, baby, get into my car. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. Simply irresistible.
I don't think I've ever seen a video for that. She's sitting on a gun on a navy ship. This song was big in Australia, man. This is like a Scottish anthem. This gets played at like every Scottish wedding, things like that. I had no idea this was popular outside of Scotland. Have you heard this song before? I guess some people must have. If it was the number 3 song in 1989, that's just funny to me. Actually. Okay, man, Madonna to finish it off. Like, that's a very diverse list. Like, yeah, like such a distinct difference between the 70s and 80s. What was your favourite decade? For me, it's like got to be the 80s, man. That's probably more like where the songs I remember are like feel like I've heard before at least. But a lot of big hits there, iconic songs. Some ones I hadn't heard, Australiana and that like Australian cricket song as well. Some popular songs. But tell me more about them. What's your favourite song from all of these? Thanks.